Hello, guys, and welcome to the first installment for Kingdom Conquest 2. Little bit about me and the game. Firstly, Kingdom Conquest 2 is a very underrated, kind of shaky game that Sega made. This game is quite unknown or unbeknownst to most of the apps, I would say. More or less like there's better ones that are more rated. Like, for instance, this game closely resembles Clash of Clans. So, in the world of apps right now, it's like you probably pick up Clash of Clans over this just because this one's a little bit more in depth in the strategy, I'd say, rather than Kingdom Conquest 2, which is primarily about building, whereas this is about conquest. You're essentially controlling units. And so, with that being said, Kingdom Conquest 2 goes underrated because it's not known. So I just want to share this experience with you guys. I'm not, actually not new to this game. I've played it for a couple years now, but I'm just now getting back into it again after a 2-year break. So uh, some things are gonna probably change, some things might be new. So let's just get started with this. I've already skipped all the cutscenes just because there's a lot of it. There's like 2 minutes of maybe 3 to 4 minutes of cutscenes, and that's kind of ridiculous. So I decided, why should we all watch that? It's if you really want to, you can watch it on your own free time, I guess. I guess that works. So in the beginning, you're just left with a simple kind of barren base that's not basically anything. So I would suggest with a starting out base is we'll just clear some stuff. We'll get rid of these charred fields and go from there. So while we wait for this, because this is going to be a little bit longer, I'd like to explain some of the details within the game. One of them being, since this is kind of a Clash of Clans replica, um, hmm, where to start? You basically have primary resources, which up in the corner are wood, stone, and iron. So this is wood, stone, and iron. Those are basically your three resources that you're gonna want to obtain. And if you have played Clash of Clans, you would probably know that gold and elixirs in the game are just they're primary. They're used for everything. Same concept applies here. You want to use them for just about anything. So in our case, we'll follow the tutorial, and the first thing they want you to build is a sawmill. So let's just go ahead and place it near the trees, or I think they're called like a forest or woods. Okay, sure. So in that case, you get 5% just for production alone because it's right next to the woods. So if I were to pick it up again, you can see the 5%. And yeah. So in the beginning of a game, you kind of want to just follow the tutorials, especially in this one, because if you don't, you'll probably fall behind in some way or form. So yeah, here she explains that you have resources, use them, yada yada yada. So the reason being that you want to actually do the quest is because they give you later down the road, they give you a lot of resources, and especially in the beginning, you need those resources to pump out your your resources even faster. So the more of these buildings you have down, the more the more resources they will produce. So one sawmill, easy 6 to 18 production once you level it up, gives you more wood. Good to know. All right, so let's just follow along with the tutorial a little bit. One of the things that we're going to get into later is actually roads. So you can see in the top up here, these roads. So basically, what these roads do is if you connect them to your castle, which is this thing in the middle, that's your castle. If you connect them to your castle, so let's just build a couple roads actually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move out our roads so they connect to our wood mill or thingy, woodcutter hut. So now, if I were to lift up my woodcutter, it gives me 25% production. So instead of 5% for just being next to the woods, you get 25% production. Whoops. 25% production just by connecting it to the castle and to the woods. So in the long game, this is basically like you want to make it so your villagers or your population, whatever you care to name them, they can get to their job faster. So the next thing we want to do is, since we're following the tutorial, let's just, yep. She's explaining that if you're next to the woods or the stone or the iron, you get more resources. So let's go ahead and build the last one, the ironworks. Yep. For now, just put it over here because 20% is greater than 5, so why not? Let's finish this. Yep. Okay, so now she's saying by clicking this, let's give it a second. All right. We can keep talking, but I want to explain this. So one of the things that Clash of Clans does that's great and it's better than this game is in this game the interface for moving stuff is quite obscure and quite bad. Whereas Clash of Clans, you just be like, all right, I'm going to remove everything and start over and build a new base because the last one sucked. This one, it's not designed for complete chaos. So like in the sense of Clash of Clans, you want to build a base that's sturdy and can withstand attacks. This one, kind of the same premise, except you want to keep your base, you want to min-max your base. What I mean by that is you want the most out of your resources and out of anything that you can get and connect it to roads. So if we were to like take a look at our base, there's actually quite a bit of stuff. There's a lot going on here. Like once you get to the lower tiers, there's quite a bit of rock, quite a bit of like resources and everything. So the objective in this one is to keep as much as you can connected to each other. So everything has to be connected to your castle, and well, yeah, you just want your people to have a better life, I guess. So what I did up here is she was basically like, you need more supplies, you need some place to store it, so why not? So what warehouses do, and that's what I just built, is the higher level they become, the more resources you can hold. So in this case, if I were to level this up, all right, can you please stop? If I were to show me the money. So yeah, if I were to upgrade this, I guess I'll use my mouse for this. Storage capacity becomes 1,000, or it's currently 1,000 increase, and if I upgrade it, it becomes 1,600. So that's a 600% or 600 resource upgrade. So so in this sense, you always want to keep your warehouses up to a max so you can go to bed, come up, and your resources are still gathering. But you also want to have it so your houses or your collectors, which are the ironworks, the sawmill and the stoneworks, You want to make sure that those are constantly being upgraded, whereas the warehouses, you just want to upgrade them whenever you get, I'd say, like, you're waking up in the morning and they're always full. That's probably a good sign to upgrade them. So yeah, let's just keep going with the quest until we hit quite a bit of time. So that quest was basically clear one chart field. I already did that in the beginning, so let's see. Build a training tower. If I remember correctly, these allow you to have units or commanders. So we'll just put that up here, sure. Cool. Also, while we're doing this, I will place, since these are actually really fast, let's just place these down in a somewhat orderly fashion. Alright, please stop talking to me. That's one of the worst things about this game sometimes is you just, oh god. Please stop. Yep, go away. Not now. So also with this game is there's a queue over here. If you're gonna look at it, uh, buildings essentially take time, right? Remember discussing this. So you can essentially have a queue for them. I think right now I can only have like 2 buildings in a queue at a single time, so it's not very good. So just place some roads down, increase my territory a little bit. I went too far on that one. Put it right there, I guess. So yeah, I want to place ironworks. Yep. Actually, I'll wait for that to finish. I'm gonna move it over because it's kind of blocking our way. And here we go. Yep, perfect. Okay. I want to move this road up here so I can put another ironworks down. I could put one. So what I'm trying to do is I'm basically just trying to place my ironworks in a kind of orderly fashion so I can get the most out of it. Connecting my roads to this one up here is going to be a little tricky. I'll just move this over. So yeah, let's do this. I'll move this down here. I'll connect a road here to get the 20%. Then let's make this symmetrical because it'll probably drive me nuts. That's one of the hardest things about these games is it kind of creates an OCD factor with me. I really want things to look symmetric and be like the best that they can possibly be, but what I've noticed so far is, man, they love squeezing things into small, tiny places. So, yep, let's move this up here and then make our roads go backwards. Also, one of the bad parts about this is I actually should, oh man. I might actually run out of space, believe it or not, this early in the game, because they like to make you suffer with loss of space. So until we can start expanding our territory, this is gonna have to do for a while. Put another stoneworks now. We need some more. Give me that 25%. Then let's make another iron thingy down here. And to top it off, we still need 2 more stoneworks. Whoops. Yep. Nope, I won't be able to fit it there, so, This is where the micromanaging is going to come into play. Holy crap. Alright, let's move this up here. Expand my roads. Move this over here. And then place my last stoneworks down here. Actually, I could put it. Let's just put it here for now. All right. So now, I guess now I can just follow the story a little bit, or the quest log. But I want to queue some things. I'll queue one of each if I can for 30 seconds. Sure. Okay. All right. Cool. So I just found out that yeah, I can queue 3 at a time. That's good. So set one unit or set one monster in a unit. Okay. So this is where the game starts to shine in the sense that it's different from Clash of Clans. So you can have these commanders and you can set units to them. So in the sense that this is kind of like a card game, kind of like a real-time strategy and turn-based, kind of. So, uh, if you don't know the card types already, there's a lot. There's like, I guess I got the undead pack because all I have are undeads, but essentially there's like 9 different types: undead, bug, demigods or demi-humans. Oh man, so many. All right, I don't quite remember them all, but so what we're gonna do is we want to protect our highest rated card. We have one rare card, so let's just try protecting it for now. So, whoops, get out of here. Wait, let's see. Yeah, let's do something like this for now. Sure. So to go on to more depth about the cards, they each have an attack, a defense, an intellect, a speed, and a siege. Basically, what that means is the more attack you have, the more damage you do. The more defense you have, the more damage you can take. Hopefully, that's what that does. Intellect is, I think, the more intellect you have, the more abilities you can cast. So the percentage of which, uh, let's find one. So if you have more intellect, I think your skill activation becomes higher. So here it's 17% chance to activate anytime. So instead, if you were to have like, I don't know, 100 extra intellect, maybe it goes higher, something like that. So in the sense, intellect is kind of like that. I think the more int you have, the more it has a chance to proc. Speed, quite generic. The more speed you have, the faster your units move, and the potential of them going first in a battle. I'll get into that later. Siege, however, is a little bit more complicated, I think. When this is in the sense of Clash of Clans, right? So you're trying to siege other people. So if you look on the map, there's some people and some territories. So siege, if you were to attack, say this guy, if you were to attack him, it'll break down his walls. So I don't know if there's any like actual strong people around. Well, we can actually just show the debris tower, I think, or the tower. I think you have to deal damage to the tower before you can actually go into it. So you have to break it down and then you get in. So if you have like a siege team, you send that first, break down the tower, and then you send in another unit and you actually fight them. So let's go back to our unit. Oh man. So this also brings up the question, why is there level, kind of? So every unit starts at level 1. You can have a maximum of like 9,999 units or something like that, depending on if that's the cap generally. You can break that cap if your commander, say, I think this is Iris, right? Something like that. Yeah, Iris. So there's like down here on the command like the command list, there might be like something that says, I don't know, breaks uh, like breaks the command and can like do more than that, whatever. So in some cases, commanders can break the 9,999 limit. Chances are I'm not going to be seeing them for a while, and you're not either. So let's just not worry about that for now. So to level a unit, you basically just attack on the map, or no, I think that's it. Yeah, I think you just attack on the map. So these like land areas, like here, 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 like level 4, level 1, level 1, level 2, all of those can be attacked. So if I were to actually, like right now, I could attack one, but I don't really care enough. Well, actually, let's just do it. I don't have any rank points. Okay, never mind. So what rank points are basically like the more quests you do, and I think there's a building too that gives you more rank points. Those are these things right here. They allow you to attack territories. So in other words, you can attack land, and land produces resources, and you can capture them for your conquest. So let's just follow along with the quest for a little bit. Yep. Don't care, please. Okay, yeah, like right here. I get 1 rain point for viewing the map. Cool. Gonna do that. Already did. Let's finish. Yep, don't care. if you want me to read these and slow down and like actually look at the story, I can, but I just don't need to, because like who wants to read this block of text? I just want to read like this right here. Dispatch to Atlant. Sure. I'll do that. So yeah, like in the next Let's Play, if you actually want me to read those, I can, but let's just attack this. So this is the one thing I don't actually know, is how many units are needed for each land. I remember a long time ago, like level 6, level 7s, level 8 lands like this one, these were like even level 9s, these were rough, and I was running like super rare beast cards, like some of the top of the line commanders. It was hard. So we're not getting to there, yeah, it's gonna take a while. Let's just say that. So the attack went through, it was fine, I won. So to show you guys what actually happens during these battles is pretty interesting. So in the sense that I said turn-based, this is what I mean. Let's actually slow it down and replay it. So there's like a couple things that happen in the beginning. There's startup effects. So in this case, my rare card wanted to use Mind Shift, which has a chance to increase intellect, but it failed. So my guy just went ahead and attacked since it was first, and I won. So, yep. Once the game starts getting more in depth, like you start seeing and getting like better cards and better units. But for now, we basically started out with shit like really bad, really really bad units. And with every game, that's perfectly acceptable. I don't really care too much. So basically, that quest said, just watch the replay, see what happens. Try dungeon, combat, view the card pack, screen, draw from a clear pack. Okay. Try dungeon, combat. Okay, yeah. My building's also finished, so let's go ahead and let's increase this. Let's just get everything to level 2 as fast as possible. All right. So dungeons. This is another aspect of the game where it's like, this is like top down, 2D, 3D. turn-based RTS, kind of. I say RTS with like really really under the bar, like not very much RTS. It's kinda like RTS. So this is what I think is actually the cool part of the game is it has like these dungeons and they're actually like 3D. So you have a couple skills on the side. I'll show you after I finish this room. But basically the objective is just kill everything in the dungeon, get loot, win. Easy, simple as that. So I have 3 abilities. I have dodge. I think this is like count. No, it's like a shield slam. Like it does this thing, like kind of wail it in the air and hit the enemy. And then this thing, this shield up here is like I hold up my shield and then I can like rotate and like block shots, which is actually kind of cool. So in the beginning, you actually pick your class, and I decided in my last previous game that I played of Kingdom of Conquest, I played a rogue or something like that, assassin, something like it sounds familiar. But I found that assassins actually take so much damage and do next to none. So it was kind of worthless. So I'm not kind of shaming the assassin. I'm just saying mine didn't really do that much. And actually, I take that back. It did a lot of damage, but it took a lot of damage. It was a glass cannon, but not a very good one. So let's see. Yeah, the last part of this quest was to draw from a pack of cards. So yep. If I get a super rare this early, that'd be nuts. But I'm not gonna get one. I'll save my other draw for later. Whoops. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. My phone has a tendency to not play nice with the game. So if it ends up crashing here, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully I'll get some more episodes out soon since since this is the beginning. I'm going to be upgrading constantly, so the next video you see, I'll show you everything that I've upgraded, why I upgraded it, and explain some more stuff, more in-depth concepts about the game. I'll go over a little bit more about unit creation and synthesis and all that stuff. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back to the next episode, which should be today. Thank you, and goodbye.